Hi guys, it's John and Becky here from Parks Travel Guide, and in this episode we are in Kardamena in Kos.
Kardamena used to be a lively 18 to 30s resort, although these days it's more family friendly and sleepy. So in this episode we'll be taking you around the resort, giving you some recommendations on bars and restaurants, things to do, and also some general helpful information.
One of the particular highlights in this vlog is going to be a trip to the local island of Kalymnos, so stay tuned for this episode guys, because you really don't want to miss it.
Without further ado, let's get started. The reason we visited Kardamena is because we held a poll on social media to let you decide the fate of our June 2024 trip, and thank you so much to everyone who took part. We love connecting and hearing from you, and we find it's the best way for us to keep in touch between our YouTube videos. If you're not following us on social media yet, then be sure to do so for more travel content, tips, polls, and also behind the scenes posts.
So first, let's talk about accommodation. So the prices of accommodation in Kardamena range between £50 and £315 per night in peak season, so caters for all budgets. We stayed at Kos 2 Studios and Apartments, which is a family-run site situated approximately a kilometre from the centre of Kardamena. The walk from the apartments into Kardamena took us around 15 minutes, although a little further out than most accommodation here. The farmland backdrop, olive groves and mountain views certainly made up for it. The rooms and facilities are overall very basic, but they are clean and perfectly functional, equipped with everything that you need, including kitchen area, a fridge and plenty of storage. The highlight for us of staying here was definitely our patio area, which overlooked the mountains, and it was so quiet and peaceful, and all you could hear is the sound of crickets chirping. There's an on-site pool bar area which also serves food. The menu is quite limited and mainly serves British staples, so if you are looking for something more authentic, you'll definitely need to head into the village, as you'll struggle to find it here. Okay guys, so let's talk about our opinions on the resort itself. Now, immediately you will notice that it does have a heavy British influence and is heavily catered for British tourists. So I'm talking signs for full English breakfasts, Sunday lunches, all your home staples like shepherd's pie, steak pie, things like that. However, if you're not here for that and you're looking for some local gems, then we've got some great recommendations that we can't wait to try out from some of the residents that live in Kardamena.
So you may notice in this vlog it's going to be a lot of bars and restaurants. Well, if we're being honest, that's pretty much it. If you want something to do, you're going to have to go off the beaten track. You're going to have to get the bus to Kos or somewhere, or hire a car. The resort itself is quite sleepy now, which is total contrast to what it used to be like. This was an 18 to 30s resort, and now it's sort of grown up and matured. It's got elderly, and like we all do, you know, you go through your drinking days and you think, oh, time to settle down now. That's exactly what Kardamena's done. And it appeals more now to families and elderly tourists, and it's all flat as well, so it's really disabled friendly, which is it's good if you have mobility problems. But yeah, it's total contrast to the heydays of the 80s and 90s, I think. Although, have you been during those times? If you have and you've watched the vlog, let us know what were your best memories of Kardamena. Have you recognised places that are still here now? We're always interested to find out. So behind me is the square in Kardamena. Now you'll notice the Stone Roses bar down here, Rock and Soul bar. Do you know what? They're well worth a visit. So if you find yourself down here, it's quite close to Lewis Supermarket, where we're going to be going to next, to show you what's there and where to get the bus to Kos. Definitely make it on your list to visit one of those, or both of them.
And if you like shopping, don't worry ladies, because there is plenty of shopping to be done here in Kardamena. And if you're looking for somewhere to leave your husbands, don't worry, because there are plenty of bars on these streets as well. If you are looking to stock up on any essentials, especially if you're self-catering, then Lewis Supermarket is the best supermarket and the cheapest one to visit. If you are wanting the bus to the airport or into Kos Town, then just here at the side of Lewis Supermarket is where you'll catch the bus from. You can find a timetable for the bus service online. I'll just throw one up now for you, but just please do check it before you plan to travel, because this is current as of June 2024, so it may have changed.
So a popular choice for some evening entertainment seems to be Greg's Place, which has karaoke on in an evening from generally 8 or 9 o'clock. It's got pool tables, very family friendly, also has sport on the TV as well, so you'll never miss a game. If that's your thing, check out Greg's Place.
If you're looking for some fun and adrenaline-fueled activities, then check out Central Water Sports Kardamena. Based next to Anna's Bar, activity prices range from €20 up to €100.
So on the note of the resort being disabled friendly, as we were just having a walk down the beach between Krista's and Starlight, we found this sea access chair. Now I haven't seen one of these before. I think it's a fantastic idea. So if you are in a wheelchair and you still want to dip in the sea, this makes it completely possible.
If you're wanting to explore more of Kos or its neighbouring islands, there's an abundance of tours available starting from just €10 per person. You'll find several tour operators dotted around the resort offering tours to places like Kos Town, Zia, Aquatica Water Park and various cruise itineraries to explore nearby islands and beaches.
So if you're looking for fast food, something like a gyro, just like I've got in my hand, then there's two places you need to try. One is called Getaway and the other is called Tasty Corner. So keep an eye out for them. They are absolutely fantastic. There are so many restaurants in Kardamena, you can be a little bit overwhelmed and spoilt for choice. It's got a wide choice of cuisine, such as traditional Greek, Italian, Mexican, British, and even a curry house. So there's something to cater for all palates and even the fussiest of eaters.
So with so many choices of bars and restaurants, it can be a bit tricky to decide which ones to visit here in Kardamena. Well, don't worry, because we've done the research for you, and here's our list of bars and restaurants that we can personally recommend you check out.
The average price of a beer in resort ranges between €3.50 and €5. Cocktails in happy hour average around €6, but to be honest the quality of these are pretty substandard syrup mixers. Don't worry though, as later in the vlog we'll be letting you know about where you can find premium handcrafted cocktails that cost a little more but are still budget friendly.
There's so many great bars here, but these were two of our favourites. Today is a very exciting day because today we are heading to Kalymnos. So we do have a bit of a hike to the bus stop. So from Nikos 2 apartments down to the bus stop by Lewis Supermarket, it's about a 15-20 minute walk depending on your pace. So we're just walking down what seems to be a never-ending road. How are you getting on, John? Are you loving your hike?
It's a bit early for this, you know, it's like 4:08 in the morning. Yeah, I know it's all for a good cause though. It's going to be fantastic when we get there. Really looking forward to it. Definitely the highlight of the week for us because I need to stock up on some of their famous oregano. It smells so different. Just have to be careful I don't get run over. And yeah, it's going to be great to be back on the island again. So the first place that we're stopping is coincidentally the first place that we stopped last time we came. It's called Sirocco's and it's a lovely little bar. They have some good offers on food and drink as well. So for example, my large beer is an offer that comes with meze. So my plate of meze, you've got a little bit of ham, some tomato, some olives, and I think this is a cheese pie. For a beer and large meze it's €5. And Becca's gone for a frappe. How much was yours?
$2.50 for the frappe.
So, nice stop right by the port as soon as you get.
We have now checked into our apartment and for once we are definitely not disappointed by our choice of accommodation. It is stunning, including stunning views of Kalymnos harbour.
Right folks, let's have a really quick room tour. Straight away when you come in, first impressions here are just fantastic. Beautiful, big bed, and it's very comfy as well. I've had a bounce, so that's it. Oh, bed test. So a lot better than we have in Kardamena for sure. Little seating area, beautiful balcony with a fantastic view of the harbour, or marina, or whichever you want to call it.
Let's have a look. Oh, imagining open your doors and waking up to that. We will be.
A little bit of a seating area, TV, Wi-Fi comes with it as well as aircon. They don't even charge you any extra for that, unlike where we're staying otherwise. Nice little kitchen area, coffee machine which takes pods that they also kindly supply.
What a nice selection of pods. Ooh. We're having a few of those.
Fridge. That's it. Into the bathroom. As you know, I can't really say anything about a bathroom. I can't glamorise it or anything, so it's a bathroom.
Bathroom.
And upstairs there's also 2 extra double beds in the loft area, so perfect kind of room if you're staying with family. It's about 1 o'clock now, and yeah, the tourist boats are in, but once they go, you see a lot more locals come out, all the music stops, and last time we were here we were drinking Greek coffee with the locals till like 11:30 midnight at night, just appreciating everything. There was no tourists in sight, it was fantastic. So we'll wait for the rush to die down and then hopefully we'll show you some of the best of it.
Pothia town is the capital and main port town of Kalymnos, habited mainly by residents. Situated between 2 valleys, the town itself is made up of whitewashed buildings and colourful balconies, making it a very picturesque place to visit. It's easy to spend hours exploring its historic streets with so many hidden pathways and alleys to explore.
So we've come to one of our favourite restaurants on the front in Kalymnos. It's called Mania's Fish Tavern, and there's only one reason why we came, and that was for the grilled octopus. It's probably the best that we have ever had anywhere in the world. It's just cooked perfectly over a charcoal grill, freshly caught by the fishermen. Very, very popular with the locals, so that tells you everything you need to know, really, doesn't it? So we had a Greek salad and some grilled octopus, some bread and a drink each, and we're nicely full, but we already can't wait to come back. Maybe tomorrow.
That behind me is the sign of dreams, especially when we're island hopping in Greece at the end of our trip. Gregory's Bakery saved us so much money, and I think we need to get a Freddo just for the old times. So me and John are just watching our yacht being moored up now, aren't we, John?
You're doing a grand job of it as well.
We are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Of course, by our yacht we mean our dream yacht. Morning guys, again from Kalymnos. We have just stopped at the Maestro Bakery for a bit of breakfast. We've gone for a cheese pie. How is it, John?
Yeah, it's good.
Plan today, we are going to get the local bus, and I think we're going to go to Missouri. Is that what we've decided on? So I was expecting the bus terminal to be, you know, quite a big building. No, just this tiny little building here.
A bench.
And a bench.
So we're here in Missouri now, and the bus journey took about 45 minutes to get here. Really scenic journey as well, especially when you start coming down through the mountains. Beautiful views of the sea. So we're not sure what there really is here. It's just the locals have recommended it to us, so we'll have a walk around. Maybe have a drink somewhere, and then get the bus back.
Missouri is one of the few tourist resorts in Kalymnos. Compared to most tourist resorts, it's still fairly small with only a handful of bars, restaurants and shops. It's very peaceful, surrounded by mountainous landscapes, and boasts some of the most spectacular views. Its laid-back atmosphere makes Missouri an idyllic place for anyone looking for a quiet retreat. If you are wondering where you can stop to have a bite to eat or a drink whilst taking in some of the spectacular views that Missouri has to offer, then a stop at Ambience Cafe Bar is an absolute must. So we're just back at the bus stop now, and we are hoping that the bus is going to turn up. So the timetable says 11:30, although we've just asked one of the locals and they don't seem to think that the bus is going to turn up until later on this afternoon.
So if you are staying out here, it's probably advisable to either rent a car or bring your own bike, because the public transport options are kind of limited. So we didn't end up getting the bus back. We actually shared a taxi with an Italian couple who were actually going to the port to fly home. So a taxi pulled up and he said, how much is it? And it was €15, which for that journey was great. So it was not much more, a lot quicker. Aircon belting at you. They were playing some right tunes. So yeah, €15. There's no meter, you have to negotiate with them, but it's a good price, is that? So I've done my souvenir shopping in Kalymnos, and I take back the Kalymnian oregano and thyme as well. It's some of the best that I've ever had. So I managed to find a shop that were recommended last night. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's kind of advertising local products. Normally it's one we stay away from. But the lady in there with her very, very limited English and my very, very limited Greek, we managed to bond over some local honey and local oregano. So to find this place, it's up away from the front and it's by the local taxi rank. So if you aim for the taxi rank, near Gregory's where we filmed as well, it's just down there, you cannot miss it, it's on the corner.
So guys, we promised you that in this vlog we would find a gem of a restaurant, and here it is.
So you'll have to forgive us as we've been on the local wine that's here. You get 500 mils for like €7. We've had 3 of these. So in fact, I make no apologies about it. We've had a great night, and every drink you order, because it's an usury, you get some mezze as well. And we've had all sorts through last night and tonight. We came back again just to make sure it was not just a one-off. And wow, if you get the opportunity, find these places, guys. The best places are the type where you've got a menu that you can't read. That's what we look for, and we're going to keep this place a secret. And we spoke to the owner and he said, no, let the people come if they want to come. There's only a few tables, but if you get the opportunity when you're in Kalymnos, please do come. Absolutely fantastic, and it helps a local guy out as well. And I can promise you, you're going to leave well fed and probably a bit drunk as well. If you're looking to find this place, Google this shop and then you're going to find it directly opposite. Have a great time and say hello to Mavro from us.
So we're absolutely gutted this morning to be leaving Kalymnos. It was just as special as last time, and I remember being this gutted last time we left as well.
Yeah, we absolutely adore this island and everybody on it. The food is just incredible, and hopefully we'll be back very soon.
But for now, we'll see you back in Kardamena.
And just like that, we're back in Kardamena.
So guys, we are about to show you 3 places that you really need to check out if you're after some real signature handcrafted cocktails. So we know that the happy hour cocktails are €6, but if you do get fed up with the syrup mixes, then you might want to check these out.
Are you ready? Here we go.
So that brings us to the end of this vlog, and we really hope that you've taken away some useful tips and recommendations.
So the recommendations you've seen are our own personal recommendations. It's where we've tried that we've passed on to you. Now there's so much choice in Kardamena, it's difficult to know what to do. So your bar might be different to what we like, but difference is what makes the world go round, and one man's trash is another man's treasure, I suppose.
So if you have enjoyed this vlog, then make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing for future episodes.
Make sure you don't miss out on our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram as well, because we do tend to post quite a bit of travel content as well as behind the scenes and what we're currently doing when we're not actually filming for YouTube, including how it's made as well.
That's all for now guys, but thank you once again, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care for now.